Martinez, I am in charge of this courtroom and you're going to stop
it. No, we are in charge of the courtroom, ma'am.
Marshal, would you show Mr. Martinez the inside of our holding tank?
Now, this next courtroom video you're going to want to see to believe. If you guys follow my work, you know that I've had some incidents in the courtroom with my activism as well because our judges have grown so corrupt and there's zero accountability. This one comes from Las Vegas, and it's Joshua Martinez, who's a guy I know. He's a good guy. He's very well-spoken, very polite individual. And so he's in court for this minor traffic offense, in traffic court before this traffic commissioner, judge, whatever they like to call themselves. Her name is Ann Elworth. He's so obsessed with being worshipped. Josh, legally, constitutionally, on the things that he talks about, he's absolutely spot on. And I'm right on the same page with him in terms of his understanding of the law, his protest of illegal permits and things like that. But really, it doesn't matter if you agree with Josh on this. It doesn't matter if you agree with the person being abused. The behavior of this judge, of Ann Elworth down in Las Vegas, is so completely out of line. Let's look at what happens when Josh tries to exercise his human rights guaranteed by the Constitution that the judge is bound by in law.
City versus Joshua Martinez.
105-316-585A. Good afternoon.
Hello.
On the charge of having a suspended driver's license on April 12th. What is your plea, sir?
I have a couple of questions before we proceed. I don't understand the nature and cause of the charges.
Well, you're charged with driving on a suspended, canceled, or revoked driver's license, sir.
Okay. Is that a criminal offense or civil?
Criminal offense, sir.
Criminal? Okay. Is there a sworn statement against me or injured party?
I believe you probably received a citation on April 12th. That would be the criminal complaint filed against you.
Okay. And is there a injured party or damage to property here against
It's
me?
charge brought by the city of Las Vegas, sir.
Okay. So the city's the victim in the case?
The city is the, yes,
Victim?
the charging part.
So they're the
yes.
victim?
Sir, the victim element is a different legal term than is used.
Uh-huh.
The city is the party making the allegations against you, yes.
Okay. So
What is your plea on the
if the
charge?
city
Mr.
is
Martinez,
the, if they are the
today is your-
victim,
Mr.
I would like
Martinez,
to
I am in
move
charge
this
of
to a
this
federal
courtroom and
court.
you're going to stop
No, we are
interrupting.
in charge of the courtroom, ma'am.
Marshal, would you show Mr. Martinez the inside of our holding tank, please? You're not going to tell me who's in charge of my courtroom, Mr. Martinez. Go ahead and go with the marshal. That is direct contempt of court. Okay, Mr. Martinez, since you have informed me that I am in contempt of court and that you are in fact in charge of this courtroom, I'm going to go ahead and sentence you today to direct contempt of court. I will give you an opportunity to apologize if you choose to do so and behave in a manner that I consider appropriate for a courtroom. Would you like to do that today, Mr. Martinez?
I would like to proceed only if I can have my questions answered. That's all I
That
wanted.
wasn't my question, sir. Did you wish to have the opportunity to apologize and proceed in a manner that I consider appropriate for the courtroom?
What would I be
It is a
apologizing?
yes or a no question.
What would I be apologizing
For
for?
your direct contempt of court, sir.
All I was asking was legal questions, ma'am.
I disagree, sir. To tell me that you are in charge of this courtroom and tell me that I am in contempt is not asking legal questions. It is contempt of court. I'm going to ask you the question one more time. Did you wish to apologize and proceed in a manner I consider appropriate in this courtroom or not? Okay. Direct contempt, I'm going to sentence him to 15 days in jail, and we'll set it for video 15 days from today. Actually, he can just be released on it and given a new court date. Okay, okay, thank you.
The Sixth Amendment grants me that.
Sir, I would suggest you stop speaking now.
Article 1, Section 2 of the Nevada Constitution
Okay.
says my paramount allegiance is to the federal government and protect.
Marshal, you're going to want to close the door. Can we go ahead and get him an MH evaluation while he's there too? So we can determine whether he's competent to represent himself when he's released. Next.
Is this what we call justice now, guys? Is it okay for a judge to behave this way? Ann Elworth, you are in contempt. You're in contempt of the law. You're in contempt of humanity, and you're in contempt of this court. So you and your goons that run Las Vegas, you may be getting away for now. You may think you're something special, but eventually there will be justice. You don't get to arbitrarily put people away in jail for no good reason, for asking lawful, reasonable, and sane questions. You're the one that needs a mental evaluation, Ann Elworth. And I hope that when justice comes, because I'm not a tyrant psycho like you are, Ann Elworth, I hope that when justice comes for you, that you get the due process that you denied us. I hope you don't get a judge like you. I hope you don't get officers who just follow orders, whether they're right or wrong, like you. And your petty and vindictive response to a man simply standing up for his rights and asking questions is absolutely appalling. And you should be ashamed of yourself, and your community should be ashamed of you. It's time to stop letting people get away with this kind of nonsense, guys. It's time to start standing up in our communities for peace. Love your neighbor enough to stand up for them. Love your neighbors enough so that when they're insane, when they're abusing people, love them enough to tell them the truth and say, you're not okay. After Josh was arrested, there's a video actually of me going down to the jail and trying to get to see him, trying to ask questions. All the officers, all the officials down there made excuses. They put it off. They ran from me as usual. You can go back and see that video. Josh is out of jail now, but to top it off, now the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police are continuing to harass Josh. Last week, they arrested him again on a felony charge of concealed carry, as if that could possibly be a felony in any sort of a sane government. The government of Nevada ought to be ashamed. But he wasn't even concealed carrying. He was at work. He was completely lawfully open carrying. He was totally within the law, and there was witnesses to the fact, and they still arrested him, and they still charged him. It's time for the government, the police, and the judges of this country. It's time for us to stop pretending they're heroes. It's time to hold them accountable.